Hey everyone, it's Terry with Earleygirlsyarn, and if you follow me on Instagram, you already know who this girl is. This is my daughter, Izzy.
Hello, hello.
Super creative. Izzy is a crocheter. She crocheted her top. Maybe she'll share with us the pattern if she remembers the name.
I remember the yarn.
Okay, we'll come back to that. So Izzy crochets her own shirts. Izzy crochets animals, which we'll talk about. Has other crochet projects, which later we're going to record some segments for later. I'm really excited to share all of that. And she's a painter and she sews a bunch too. She sews some really cool, you like repurpose clothes really fun. So we'll see if we can get her to model some of that maybe before she goes.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can find it. Her stuff's already packed up. So finding it right now might be a challenge, but maybe we'll do that when she comes home for Christmas too. So where can they find you and your crafty journey online?
You can find me at Izzy Makes. I think there's 2, 3 Y's. I don't remember. But Izzy Makes, it's not very polished. Let me tell you, pales in comparison to.
Oh, but you're a college student, and the fact that like she paints during when she was painting, you were embroidering some during college.
It's a lot of sewing stuff on there now, but I'm looking to put on some crochet and some paint.
Yeah, she's just really a creative soul. So I love that.
And where could I find you if I wanted to know more?
I do think you follow me, but I'm not positive. I think you do that.
I don't remember.
Such a good endorsement. I am Earleyley, Earleygirlsyarn here on YouTube, also on Instagram, and Earleygirlsyarn on Ravelry as well. And I'll actually link our accounts below in the description box. And if you feel so inclined, we would love it if you could subscribe to the channel so you can see updates. Like, comment if you feel so inclined. So is going to actually she's got a few things she wants to get done before her segment. She's going to help me lift something really big because I cannot lift that project by myself. It's a whip and I needed her help. And then she's going to share about her creations today too. And this is her cat, Finny B. And he is like loving every minute of Izzy being home.
He's just the best.
Yes. All right, Iz. Thanks so much. And we will see you here in a bit. Okay? All right. I just realized as we were wrapping up and letting Izzy go, we never talked about her sweater. Izzy, tell us about that.
Oh, the pattern is from one of my favorite people. We'll link, or I forgot her.
We can link her. Is it?
She's the best. I like all my sweaters are from her.
She knits all her sweater patterns.
It's been a while since I've made like a wearable though, but the yarn itself is from Peru when I went senior year. And it was from this cute little alpaca farm. It was adorable. And I got so many fun colors.
Yes.
I have this green and then a purple sweater that is also
Did you get the purple sweater crocheted up from Peru?
Yeah, it's all done.
I didn't know that.
They both need to be blocked.
Okay.
And
we can work on that.
Finish.
She brought yarn for me, which I am actually looking at it. It's this beautiful yellow. And I want to make a sabai top out of it.
And yes. Don't know what that is, but it sounds delightful.
Well, it's like a tank top.
Oh, that'll be good.
I need more of those.
It'll be warm though.
Oh. It could be in the fall. I could layer it with like a flannel or something for fall vibes.
And it's all dyed with like things that they found like around it was a mountainous region.
Oh, so it's like naturally dyed. So
yes.
like from
they killed bugs for the red.
Oh. Okay. You have the red, not
and
me.
The green is plant. Well, okay. She has many colors that she will be making for Izzy.
Oh yes, I have projects that we still need to find patterns for, but we will do that. And then what's the glare for?
You had patterns.
Oh, well, I'll remember the patterns that we had for them, and we'll get that going. All right, so that's Izzy's lovely crochet top, and we will link the pattern designer down below because I certainly won't remember. I didn't do it, and it's been a while since you have.
She's the best.
Well,
patterns are easy to read. 10 out of 10.
All right. All right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again in a bit.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk socks. My first finished pair to share with you today are the pair that I made, the second sock I knit during Knitty Natty's Sock Week Challenge, and I got it done in time. These are large socks. These are size 14 men's. They're for my good friend Paul in Canada. The yarn is Scrumptious Purl, also a Canadian dyer. The colorway is Cloud 9. The toes and heels are Scrumptious for Purl, and then the cuffs are yarn from the Knitting Loft. It's just a mini that I got at the Knitting Loft when I was there. Now when I knit this, I use the Ginger Snap bag to house everything. And I got this when I was in Canada as well. And I have decided, because I'm shipping these off to him, and I'm going to give him this bag as well. I thought that would just be a really cute little gift. So that is heading off to Canada here shortly, but I wanted to share the finished object with you first. Next, I wanted to chat about a knit along that I am in. I shared the yarn last week. Here's where it's at. Oh my goodness. So this is the Cider House Socks. And the pattern is by Summerlee Knits, who has a YouTube channel as well. I'm sure you know her. And the sock challenge is from Knitty McPurley. She's hosting, there's 4 different socks you can choose. She made kits for those socks. You do not have to use her yarn to participate. I used what I had here. So this yarn is This or That Craft, which is a Michigan dyer. I didn't even know that at the time. I got it in a yarn swap. So it's also the first time I've ever knit cables in a sock. I've knit cables a lot, but not in a sock before. And I'm really excited with how it's turning out. I was worried that the cables were going to make it too tight, because she has you do it on a size 1. That's my normal knitting needle, and that's what the pattern called for. So I just kept it, and I think it's going to work out great. So that's where I'm at. I still have more cabling to do before I start the heel, but I wanted to share my progress. This knit along goes through, I think, August 28th or 29th. You have time if you want to join and jump in on the Cider House Socks by Summerlee. Here's the picture of her socks. So yeah, I think they're going great. I'm really excited with my progress and where I got. And the cables were not that hard once I've done them before, just not on a size 1 needle. And it's okay. Let me know if you might want like a tips and tricks video. I'm not sure that I have that many, but my brain thinks that way as I am making them, because I am going to make a second pair of the pattern. I think these might go to Izzy. I'll have to ask her when she comes back if she would like these, but I think she might be getting these, and I might do a different one for me, but we will see. All right, so that is the knit along with Knitty McPurley. Let's go to my Freckled Whimsy. I wanted to share another finished object. This was my Christmas in July cast on, and I got them done in July, which is awesome. This is Freckled Whimsy, and it was the July color, Christmas color of the month. So she has a Christmas club and a Yarn of the Month club. I'm in both. This was the Christmas yarn of the month, and it was called Fresh Poinsettias, however you say that. It's said different ways in different places. Yep. So Freckled Whimsy Christmas Club and Fresh Poinsettias. Or Christmas Poinsettias, sorry, not fresh. Christmas Poinsettias. Okay. I still have some yarn. I have not cleared this bag out. So these are my leftovers. So I'll have to get those all put away. And I don't know if you recall, these don't match perfectly, because I did this one first and then I ended with that same green, and I didn't have enough to do a full stripe, so I pulled it out. I did not pull out the whole 5 colors to get back to the green, because I'm like, it doesn't have to match. And this is when I'd wound off 20 grams for my friend Michelle for our Christmas swap. So I'm going to weigh this. I had plenty. I absolutely could have pulled it off and made them match. That is good for me to know, because I think I've got 12 more skeins wound up where I pulled yarn off for her. And now I know I can absolutely match those socks if I so choose. So that was really good information to have. So fun. My first Christmas in July socks. I cast on one more. I'm going to cast probably one more on in July. They won't get done in July, but I'm going to be making Christmas socks, as we talked about, for some time, because I'm also using the non-self-striping yarn. I'm saving, once I'm done knitting my socks, for a Christmas blanket, which we'll talk about all in good time. So that's another finished object. I have 2 more Freckled Whimsy whips to chat with you about. Oh, and that one was housed in a Barley Pearls bag. Oh, I didn't share this one. My cider house is also housed in a Barley Pearls bag. So silly. This is a prickly owl bag. I love it. It's the fun strawberries. It screams summer. And this is the Freckled Whimsies July color of the month. I have a full repeat done, and it is called Game Night Gossip. So this is her normal colorway of the month, Game Night Gossip. I only have a full repeat done. My goal is to always try and knit, like if it comes in July, to knit it in July. I didn't feel as bad about not getting this one. This will not get done in July because I got the Christmas Club done in July. So that's really good. And I try not to put too much pressure, but this is where this one's at. I'm really excited. This one will be for me. Yeah, so it's good. I've got 10, 20, 30, 3 rows done. So depending on where the colors end up, I won't want to have a blue, because that's what's the mini for the heels, toes, and cuffs. I won't want a blue right next to it for the heel. So we'll see how, if I do 50 or 55 or 60, we'll see how many rows I do depending on what color ends up at that time. So that is that one. Now this next one is Freckled Whimsy as well. And I'm recording this the day ahead of time, which I already shared. As of today, Carrie from Freckled Whimsy put up a pre-order for this colorway, Homespun Heritage. Let me get it. Yeah, Homespun Heritage. This was just her 4th of July color that she made this year. I have 1 sock already done, and I am in the middle of the heel of the second. So this is not the best place to be to show you, but I'm in the middle of the heel of the second. I do believe this will get done in July. And then once this one is done, I'll be done for my patriotic, I think. We'll see. Maybe I'll have a bug later in the year. But for now, I'll be done for patriotic knitting because Christmas is kind of taking over that holiday spot in my head. So that is all of my Freckled Whimsy I'm working on. I do want to share Kirby Wirby. This is her colorway of the month for July. I'm on the first sock. So the order in my head, I want to get the 4th of July one done for sure. That one's going to get done. If I could get this one done in the rest of the days of July, that would be awesome. This is the first sock. I am through the color repeat, and I believe I am, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I almost have 60 rows, and typically with her yarn, it's a 75-25. I'm usually around 80 rows for my length of foot. So I'll of course measure it once I get closer to it, but I think the first sock might get done today because I think I'm only like 22 rows away in a toe from having this done. So that is exciting. That is my Kirby Wirby yarns. This is also in a Barley Pearls bag. And I do have 1 new sock cast on. It's actually for Izzy. So I brought these. This is not it. This is Long Dog yarn. And this is Vanilla is the new black is the pattern. But I'm going to make all of the socks that I make with Christmas, my Christmas socks that I make with like a speckled or yarns or variegated yarns that I can hold double in my Christmas blanket are all going to be made in this pattern. Vanilla is the new black. And I do 2 rows at the top for a pop of color, everything else in the main color, and then the toes in the pop of color. When I did it on this pair, I ended up with 11 grams left over. So that'll be 1 square in this coordinating pop of color. And then I think I had 30 maybe grams left over in the main color. So that is the plan. That's what I'm doing for her sock. I have very little cast on, very little done because I just cast the Christmas socks off last night. This is another Christmas colorway. This is from Pineapple Yarn. This was one of her colorways last year. So I just have the pop of color, which I love, and like 2 rows of this main color. Is that not fun and sassy? Here's the pop of color. Oh, this green. I'm in love. And I didn't mean to, but I ended up ordering 2 sock sets. So Iz and I will have matching Christmas socks for these too. I'm not sure if that'll be this year. I don't know if I'll knit 2 this year, but at some point. And the colorway is All Is Bright. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to read that. And it is pineapple yarn. So, I mean, very little done, but she's cast on and she's started. And I already have the pop on and the main color is attached. All good. So that is all of the sock news, which is so exciting. I'm going to reset because there's so many bags out. I'm going to reset so we can chat about all the other projects. And then Iz will be coming on again here at the end to talk about what she worked on this summer, which was her crochet. So I can't wait to share that with you. I'll be right back. All right, we're back for sweater weather segment. That is where we're going to talk about all the things sweater related. The one we're talking about today is Tori Yu's Uptown Tee. She's doing a knit along, which of course you know I love a good knit along. This is her, the picture from her pattern. And here's where I'm at. I did share a peek of this week on Shorts. Here, let me share. I got, I think, 12 more rows done. And I'm not sure you're going to be able to tell because this marker is such a big one. It's like the 4th of July cookie. But I got over an inch done from when I showed it, which is really fun. So this has the really cool like yarn over whole sleeves. I really like that detail. It's got some short row shaping in the back. But that's where I'm at. I'm still in the sleeve section. Let me see. I mean, my goal was to get that done, which was very lofty. I have 2, 4, 6, 8. I have 14 more repeat increases until I do repeat increases for my size. So I'll have more after that. I think I've got an additional 12 rows after that. So I've got some time. Hopefully when you see this next, I'll be through all the sleeves and I'll just be knitting away on the body and it will be glorious. But I'm absolutely loving it. The yarn is, it should only need 2 skeins. So I still have this one that's not wound up yet. It is Crochet yarns, and this one's called Fairy Floss, which is the Twisted Sister fingering, and that's 85% merino, 15% silk. It's 490 yards, and it is glorious to work with. But I love there's like a little bit of pink, there's some beige, there's some speckles. So it's not overwhelming, but it's enough to add some really fun interest. So I'm so excited about that. I have noticed, so we'll see. I'm hoping to make a Sabai tank. I'm hoping to make the Avenue tank. We will see what gets done, or if that ends up being something that happens later, like next February, March, while I'm getting ready for spring. But I have noticed I had a sweater on, which I said 2 weeks ago as well, but within a few minutes, I'm too warm right now. I just cannot wear it. So hopefully I'll get some tanks and tees knit up so that I can still wear fun things while recording. But here is the progress on this one. I really don't have much more to say. Very well written pattern. I just have to do it. I just have to make the time. I've been doing so much of the yarn room organization. I didn't think that was going to take that much time, but it really has cut into some knitting time. And that's okay because it feels good to have it organized. I would say right now I've got a third of the room organized. Maybe a third. That's probably accurate. Oh, let me put my pattern back in here. Oh, and the bag is from the Prickly Owl. Treasure is her name. I got this in 2020. We went on a Grand Canyon vacation. It was in November. It was during Thanksgiving, and our family got COVID. My husband, his job was not one that could be worked at home. He works for a nuclear power plant. So he was essential. He had to go into work, and we ended up getting it. And it was in that 90-day period after you got it. It was before vaccines were a thing. So we're like, you know what? We've had it. We've all had it. We are good. We're going. So we went on this trip. It was epic. It was a fantastic trip. And I bought this bag afterwards kind of as a memory bag because, of course, we saw a bunch of cacti in Arizona, and it was awesome. So that is that bag. That's the only sweater. I have plenty of other sweaters that are whips, but that's the only one I'm working on that I'm going to be sharing today. So let's move on to Shawl Showcase. I've got one shawl I'm going to be chatting about that I worked on these last few weeks. I'm sure you've seen the sneak peek of it. Here it is. This is the Mesmerizing Mermaids shawl by Stephen West, and it is part of the Sprinkled Fibers Summer Knit Along. I don't know that they do it every year. I don't know that there was one last year. Maybe there was, but a lot of years they do a summer knit along, and they did this year as well. Where the cupcake is, that's where I was at when I videoed it last. So I've made all of that progress, and I love it. This was not a kit. I mean, it's all Sprinkle Fibers yarn, but I'm kind of a Sprinkle Fibers hoarder. I'm not going to necessarily get them all out, but I'll see if I can show you. So I had 5 skeins here that worked really good. Let's see if that works. Oh yeah, so those are my colors. Let's see if I can get this rolled down so you can see it a little better. Yep, here are my 5 colors. I love it. I wished I had saved, I put it all on Instagram. When I originally started, I had it in a different order, and it just was not looking as good. And then when I changed the order, Izzy helped me change the order. That was all before she went to Ireland. That slight change fixed everything. I'm like, it's the yarn is singing. It's beautiful. I love it. So I was hoping to get done with this mermaid tile section. I'm close. Let's see, where am I at on this one? Yeah, I've got like 8 more. So I have like this much more. What would it be? Let's see. It's easier to show on this way, I guess. It's from the blue till right before the blue. So I have like that much more to do. That's not that much, but it takes time. It's a really cool dip stitch is kind of what he's calling it. I don't know this for a fact, but my gut is Stephen probably made it up because he's that creative. I have been asked, is this an approachable pattern? Is this something I could do? 100%. What I love so much about Stephen West patterns is that if there's anything like the dip stitch that you've not heard about before, he has a video link where he shows you exactly how to do it. It's lovely. So I do believe that, I know that this will get done. The mermaid scales will get done before the next time. And then you pick up, I'm not sure, one side's the top, one side's the bottom. I'm not sure which is which. I'm going to guess this might be the top edge, but you pick up on either side of the long ones and you knit up, and then you pick up on the bottom and then you knit down. Yeah. Okay. The only thing I will say about this section is you are breaking yarn frequently. Do you see all these tails? I did do this weave in Stephen. I just haven't cut the yarn yet. So most of these tails are already woven in at least like 5 or 6 stitches. So I will go through, make sure they're secure. Let's see if I can show you this one. I think you can see it. Can you see how that right there, I did the weave in Stephen and held these 2 as I knit. So they're already secure in stitches right above. So I'll just be able to clip it. So I just need to make sure before I move to the next section, I'll just go to each one and make sure that they're like, they were woven in as I knit, so that I'm confident that I can clip them and not injure or hurt my project. So that's really all I have to say about that. Love it. Love the colors. Love the pattern. Let me see if I have a picture of this one. I should. I do. Yes, here we go. The Mesmerizing Mermaid. So I'm up here like in this tile section, and then there's going to be just beautiful fading in the rest of it. And it's just going to be such a joy. Like this is, I think, the most technical part of it. And then it's going to be just fading colors and blending and having the best time, I believe. I don't know if that's true, but in my head, that's what's going to happen. I cannot wait to show progress with this one. I believe this knit along goes through, I'm not sure, like sometime in September, mid-September maybe. I do not know if you can still get kits. You'd have to go and check Lindsay's Instagram. But if you have a stash at home of sprinkled fibers, grab some. Even if you don't have sprinkled fibers, you couldn't like enter. I don't typically or always enter in. I just like knitting along with everybody. So if you have fun yarns and want to do this pattern, you certainly could. All right, that is it for that. Izzy's going to come back here and help me hold up my next project. It's a whip, but it is much bigger than one person, and I cannot wait to share it with you. And it's all about using leftovers and showing those leftovers some love. We are back, and we are going to be sharing a huge work in project. This is the Marled Magic Blanket by Stephen West. Oh, and it's covering all of Izzy at this point, and I'm all the way over here. There's really no good way to show it, so I'm trying. It's done in pieces. I'm on number 18, and it's all scrap yarn and some minis, but all scrap yarn. Oh my, Izzy's going for it. All right.
That's all I got.
Thanks, Iz. Okay, we're going to set this aside. I'll share more about this later, but it is definitely an addictive, knit-worthy, huge blanket that eats up so much scrap yarn. All right, thank you so much, Izzy, for helping me hold that huge blanket up. The Marling Magic Blanket, there's absolutely no way I could do that on my own. It's big. It is by Stephen West, and it's knit in sections, so it's very approachable. And every single bit of it was knit with scrap yarn or minis that I just had laying around. I used my pegboard and my wall of minis to get it done. Now we're going to talk about what Izzy worked on this summer, and a lot of that happened on her way to Ireland or home from her way to Ireland because she spent a month overseas. So tell us all about it, Iz.
Yeah, so a bulk of the actual creating happened when my flight got canceled. So I had to come back here for an extra day. And
it was like a bonus day of Izzy.
Yeah, so I went and I did a Glee marathon with Cece in the basement. And that was where the pig was finished and most of the elephant was made. And then the elephant was finished when I came back home. And it all comes from this book we found forever and a day ago. Edward's Menagerie. It's made by someone not from here. And it's all like UK terminology and UK spellings. But I have had it since 2018. And I would write where I got the yarn and the date I started and completed the animal. I've been kind of a loser about this lately, but...
Not a loser. She's a college student, so you hit your creative spurts when you can.
Yeah, but it's like my 2018 handwriting. Little middle school.
But I love that.
So cute.
It was so cute.
And each animal has its like own personality. So the 3 that I pulled to show, I have 6 total, 3 back here.
Those are the creations that we always see whenever I video from over there. A little bit of Izzy in every video.
This is true.
Yes. So who do you have?
So first we have the pig, which I finished most recently.
Can I hold him closer?
Sure.
Oh, pig.
You just dropped Richard. He's a grandpa, Mom. Richard. He's already old. He's going to break his knee. I have to go to physical therapy this time with his grandkids.
Richard's knees are
okay.
Mom. I'm doing it on purpose. So this is Richard the pig. I love his little ears.
I forget where the yarn
He's got a
came
cute
from.
little spiral tail. Is it in here?
Yes. No, because I'm a loser.
No.
That's Richard. He's kind of big.
He's big.
For a pig. He's a large pig. And then the one I made...
If I should be trusted to hold it.
You're going to drop Bridget again. She's delicate.
This is Bridget.
She's the mini elephant. I set her ears on kind of wonky, not on purpose, but I was watching a really good movie. So I got kind of distracted.
I think Bridget looks great. Her nose. Her nose makes me smile. And she's got the cutest little tail.
It's like comical.
I love
how
Bridget.
Crooked Bridget is.
I love Bridget.
Like the arms are sewn on at different lengths.
The head needs to be, at the very minimum, I think we need to like secure the head, secure the bag.
We'll see. Anyway, I like Bridget because unbeknownst to me, there's a Saint Bridget in Ireland that was talked about like almost every day, minimum every week in my classes, and she was very influential. So it's like, oh, Bridget, yeah.
Bridget the elephant.
And then finally, just another cute one. This is Austin the rhino. He's a pilot. Oh, Bridget the baker. She likes to make sweet treats. That's why she looks like a cake.
Yes.
Richard's a pig, so he's all muddy and stuff. Austin is a rhino, and he is a little flight person. He flies airplanes, and hence the blue. And that's really all I have to say about him. Let's see what oh, Mom.
You almost dumped him, not me.
I don't think the book has anything more to say about Austin.
I thought he was
Oh, he's from Nashville, Tennessee. Bliss Yarns, and I finished him 3 years ago.
Yes.
There you go. And that's what I've been up to.
I think the yarn was Hooker's Corner.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, so I think it's Hooker's Corner yarn.
I have 3 from Hooker's Corner.
Yes. Hooker's Corner. Bliss had a bunch of them. Kathy was just an amazing dyer. She doesn't dye anymore.
It's tragic.
But she's so good. So this was one of hers. So those are her creations. Izzy is always doing something fun and creative. She is painting right now, but not ready to share any of the masterpieces yet.
It's a secret.
But I'm hoping before she goes to college, we're going to be able to tape a few things. And that's one of them, because I want to share what she's been up to. So creative. All right, thank you for joining. And we will, I've got some more to share, but we're going to let Iz, she's got some things she wants to get done today. She's not very many days before she has to head back to Iowa. More painting. Yes. All right, we'll be right back. Goodness, I love when Izzy gets to pop in and share her creativity. Being a college student, it's like a whirlwind when she comes home, but we're so grateful for the time that we get with her. So I'm starting something a bit new on the channel on these types of episodes because Christmas is so close. And when I knit the Christmas in July socks, and I just kind of have Christmas on the brain, which is good because if you're anything like me, I do like to knit some Christmas gifts. And if I don't start soon, I will absolutely run out of time because I primarily knit for myself and then for Izzy. I knit her socks and a sweater and shawls. But I'll lean more that way. Not that I don't want to think of or knit for others, but that's just how my brain works. So I wanted to share one of the projects. I might share a couple patterns, but I've got yarn pull for one of them. So this is called the Slant. That's the name of it. That's the scarf. I don't believe, I didn't give away the pattern. It is from the 2016 Chicago Yarn Crawl from the Nina store. I'm not even sure if they are still open. But Chicago Yarn Crawl just happened this past weekend, which is what made me think of this. And when I was organizing all my patterns, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. This is knit with, or the Woolstock worsted from Blue Sky Fibers. And it is 100% fine Highland wool. It's going to be gorgeous. I am intending to knit this for my sister-in-law, Diana. She will love this. And then hopefully I'm finally going to get her daughter, who will be a 1 at the time. She's turning 1 here this next month. Get her sweater knit up. And then it's going to be gray. So they'll kind of be like coordinating a little bit, which I thought would be really cool. So it's going to feel so good to knit up something I bought 10 years ago and then give it to a gift who I know Diana will cherish it. And I know that she will take care of it. Which is really good. She's 100% knit worthy. She's awesome. In that note, I also found this pattern, which I have a kit for, also from Nina. That was the Big Bad Blend, the 2017 scarf. So yes, and then the other pattern that I'm going to be knitting at least 1, if not 2 of, it's the Yuletide scarf. I've already made 1. And I've got yarn wound up. 1 came from the Wall of Minis, so a completely scrappy version, and 1 was an Advent. So I want to start working on all these projects so that I can feel good about casting them on, feel good about winding them up, and feel good about having my Christmas gifts already started. So if you are a Christmas gift knitter, maybe these are some good ideas for you. And I'm just going to work on one project at a time and just have that kind of in this segment. I say that I might have socks on. I need to knit, I don't remember, about 4 or 5 pairs of socks. So I might have gift socks as well, but socks I knit so frequently, it doesn't take up as much of my brain space as some of these others might. So that's the cozy Christmas corner that I am adding. And now let's head to what's new, what's next. So new things that came into the yarn room. This was June 2026. This is Knitterly Things, and this was called Buttercup Meadows. This was her yarn sock set of the month. She's a self-striping dyer here in Michigan. I don't have July's yet. I would share July's, but it's not here yet. Hers usually comes at the very, very end of the month, and sometimes, like I might get July in August. Who knows? And that's okay. I am hoarding these for right now. This is an 80/20 yarn, which I love, but it's just a little bit thicker. So I tend to like wear them more and gravitate to knitting them more in the colder months. I have no idea why. It really doesn't make any difference to my hands. I think it's just a mental thing. But so it's okay if it doesn't come right away. The other really fun yarn that I got, this is Sprinkled Fibers. This was her, she does a club, a quarterly club. They're all making blankets out of theirs, and I have all my yarn saved up. So I very well might end up going in that direction, but I haven't started it yet because you saw that Marled Magic blanket, and then you've seen the Coziest Memory blankets. I've got some that are close to being completed, and I'd like to finish a few before I cast on more. But I love her yarn. It was based on truffles, like truffles that you would eat. So she had a white chocolate, 4 months of white chocolate. Then we're in the milk chocolate. That's why there's like some of that milk chocolate in there. And then I think it's going to dark chocolate at the end. I'm sure it will always still have her bright, fun, bright pops in there as well. And the plan, what everyone who's doing the blanket is doing is they're holding 2 strands of fingering together with the mohair. If they bought the mohair, some people are just doing two strands of fingering. So I'm not sure. I did her blanket club 2 years ago, and I didn't knit a blanket. Some of it's in that shawl that I showed you. I just split it up, but it goes for all different things. So that is it for the day. Oh, not true. I also wanted to share, because I'll be casting this on this weekend, this is my next sock cast on. It's the Murray & Company Wool Goods, and it is her colorway cookies for Krampus. And that is my next cast on for Christmas socks for me. And I will be doing Vanilla is the New Black as the sock pattern as well. So I'm really excited about that. Now I can say thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for all the support that you have given to my Upstart channel. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed getting to know all of you, and I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.